I was talking to Mark Boris once, and he said that Kerry Packer told him that you should always have your business prepared for sale. Even if you're not thinking about selling, you should have it prepared. What's your opinion on that?
Hallelujah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, I fervently believe you should have an exit in mind from the get-go. So if you're starting a business now, you should know how and when you're going to exit that business. If you ever read a good spy novel, they always talk about, the spy goes into a cafe and it always has an eye on where the exits are. It's the same with the business owner. They should always know where the exits are.
Mm-hmm. And that, I'm assuming, is a bit of a journey. It's not something you can just click your fingers and you're ready.
You look at where you are now, where you want to get to in terms of value and what you want to achieve during that time, and then you define your strategy as how do I get there. So if you think your exit is going to be an IPO, then being prepared for sale is having all the systems and processes and all the compliance and all the people, all the structures that you need to be an IPO candidate. So you've got to be a public company structure. You have to have a certain number of shareholders, so on and so forth. If your exit was going to be a management buyout, then you would prepare the business a bit differently. You'd have succession plans in place internally. You'd be grooming people to take over from you. You'd have some sort of mechanism in place so that they could actually buy you out.
What does management buyout mean? They just buy your shares?
Yeah. So if you might start a company and you might have 4 key people in the business, and you might tap them on the shoulder after they've been with you for a few years and say, I really think you guys should be the people who buy me out over the next 5 years or so. And then the management steps up to become owners rather than just being management.
Oh, okay.
I think it's also a mentality thing that I think I mentioned this before. It's an attitude of you're not actually creating a business, you're creating an asset. And there's a big fundamental difference between the two. If you're focused on building a business, then you're going to be in there getting your fingers into everything. If you're building an asset that someone's going to buy, so again, take that product development, product marketing approach again, you're going to spend more of your time working on your business because you're actually building something that's valuable that you can then sell to a specific buyer.
How do you feel building a business and building an asset is a different mind frame?
Well, I think the term serial entrepreneur is apportioned to people who get the second attitude really well.
They want to build an asset, sell the asset, make another asset.
And then do it again. They're in the business of building businesses to sell, whereas other people are in the business of solving a problem for a customer.